So, I hate to say I told you so, but headlines like this have been cropping up a lot recently. Elon Musk is walking away from the Twitter deal after selling $8 billion worth of Tesla stock. Let's just remind ourselves what Elon Musk said about his Tesla stock back in 2013. Forgot to say one thing at the Tesla annual stockholders meeting. Just as my money was the first in, it will be the last out. Now, that is a commitment you can take to the bank or until the stock gets fairly highly valued. Then it's like, nah, he's going to cut and run. He's cutting and running from Tesla, which honestly makes a lot of financial sense. Is just not particularly committed to the whole, I know I really want to make electric cars things work. Nah, it's just about the money. And what else we got? How Elon's bizarre Twitter takeover saga could have been a cover for him to sell the best part of $10 billion worth of Tesla stock. And if you take a look at, this is from, you can't see it there, it says Electric, which is a fairly pro Elon Musk type articles typically appear on this website. And you take a look at where he was selling his stocks, and it's basically when it's ludicrously overvalued. So Tesla is probably at this point something like 50 times overvalued, which is like, for every dollar of stock you sell, you get 50 back. It's silly money. So yeah, and the first lot, his excuse was he was thinking of selling some Tesla stock, and he wanted a Twitter poll to decide whether he should or not. Sure, he said that his money was the first in, and it will be the last out. Unless he takes a Twitter poll, then it's an Elon Musk commitment thing. Anyway, so he sold stocks here and here, and yeah, took an awful lot of cash out of the system, and which was actually pretty much my original appraisal was it didn't really matter whether he bought Twitter or not, in that Twitter had a real financial value that wasn't 50 times overinflated like his Tesla shares. So at that point, if Tesla does completely fold, it's an interesting time. Why would he be taking Tesla? Why would he be taking money out of Tesla now if he's so confident that it's going to be around forever? Or why is his commitment to keep his money into Tesla been a little more flaky recently? And yeah, so of course Elon Musk has been posting memes. First they said I couldn't buy Twitter. And guess what? You didn't buy Twitter. They were, well, it's not quite couldn't. They said you wouldn't buy Twitter, and they were right. Then they said they wouldn't disclose the bot info. Actually, they gave them access to the fire hose of data, which is basically all of the data, bar the private info. Apparently, you wanted the private info, like your emails and all email addresses and all that sort of thing. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose the bot info in court. And it's like, yeah. And then they disclose the bot info in court is actually about 5%, in that you only have to take a look at a random Twitter feed to work out that it's, of all the activity on Twitter, how much of it is actually from bots. I mean, you can so usually pick out the bots fairly easily. It's not. If I take a look at my Twitter feed, I'm not one of those guys who's going to be targeted by bots, but it's basically nothing. So yeah, of all of their daily activity, 5% sounds about right to me. Not that I've really got any dog in this fight. I've said again and again that Twitter's kind of cancer, and of all the people who wanted to buy cancer, if you wanted to buy it, for free speech, good luck to the man. Anyway, so of course Twitter stocks have taken a tumble after so this is when the announcement comes through that he's pulling out of buying it, and the value drops from, what are we at, 37 to 33. So what's that? 4 parts in 30. So call it 10%. It just lost 10% of its value. And seeing as Musk was going to pay 4 billion for it, 10% of that is like 4 billion. Sorry, yeah, he was going to pay 40 for the whole thing. It's actually only worth 25 now. So, losing 10% of the value is in like 2.5 billion. Only 2.5 billion. So how much do you think Tesla stock has tanked? Well, first of all, if they do actually make him buy it, then that means that he's going to have to pay 50. Hang on, what was his funny joke again? 54.20 for something. He's going to have to pay $54 for something that is currently trading at 30. So, yeah, he's going to lose half of his money. So, show us you're losing $20 billion, face Elon. There we go. That's nice. But this really isn't the big point, right? So, that's how much value Twitter lost on the announcement of this deal. Lost about 10% of its value, which, give or take, I don't know, $4 billion, that sort of thing. Let's see what effect that it had on Tesla stock, shall we? So, what are we at? 5 days, right? So this is the deal again. And wow, Tesla's gone down from, let's call that 75 to, let's call that 70. So that's 5 parts in 70, which is give or take 7 parts in 100 at 7%. And the market cap of Tesla is, well, 1% would be 0.7. No, 1%, Jesus. 1% would be $7 billion. And they've gone down 7%. They've gone down $50 billion. $50 billion wiped off the market cap of Tesla to take 2, 3 off of Twitter. Yeah, show us you're losing losing $50 billion, face Elon. There we go. Not that it greatly matters because he's already sold his Tesla stock. Anyway, so that was just a quick little hot take on that maybe it was all just a cover to sell some Tesla stock, because Elon Musk's got a really good feeling about Tesla at the moment. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, drop a thumbs up on it, and I will see you next time with maybe some interesting high-speed sciencey type stuff. Ciao.